everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on today's video. So I am going on a night out tonight. I'm going on a much needed girls' night out. We're going out for dinner and cocktails and drinks and I'm so excited and I'm about to start getting ready. So I thought that I would film a little get ready with me video. So I popped to the shop earlier after the gym, got myself a little can of wine. I thought we could have a little glass of wine and just have a little chit chat, have a catch up. There's a few things that I want to kind of chat about in this video, mainly on the topic of like relationships and breakups and all that kind of thing, but I'll go further into it in a minute. But yeah, I just thought we could get ready together because I'm going to do quite a glam look for me. I'm not going to go too crazy, but I don't really tend to wear that much makeup, so it's going to be quite a lot for me. Really looking forward to getting like nice and dressed up and going out with the girls. So yeah, let's have a little catch up over a glass of wine. So it is a can of wine, but I didn't really want to drink it in a can. It felt a bit weird, so we're having it in a wine glass. Cheers. So I've already done my skincare. I've tried to make sure that my like base is as glowy and moisturised as possible, just because my skin's been really dry at the moment. I don't really know why, but I'm trying to get as much hydration into it as I possibly can. And for good measure, I'm just adding a little bit more of this, which is the Pixie Rose Glow Mist. I actually picked this up earlier in Boots. Quite like it, look at that. Little glow. Also a disclaimer, this camera that I film on does put like a bit of a blurring effect on my skin, so if you're thinking, wow, she looks like nice and smooth, I'm not. My skin doesn't look this great in real life. Just thought I would do a little disclaimer on that because I don't want people to think that my skin actually looks like this in real life. It doesn't. Anyway, so let me get my base sorted and then we can start off our chat. So I'm gonna need concealer. I just felt like it had been a long time since I've done like a makeup-y video, and I really enjoy filming makeup videos, so I thought I would film one today whilst I get ready and actually like do something interesting to my face. And also the idea of this video kind of stemmed because I had a really lovely message on Instagram the other day from a girl that watches my videos. Hey girl, if you're watching, you know who you are. Yeah, this girl messaged me the other day on Instagram and basically asked if I had any advice because she was going through a breakup, and she said that she'd seen that I'd gone through a breakup recently on YouTube, and she was like, you're thriving, like do you have any advice on like how to kind of get over it, or like just any general breakup advice? And we ended up sending voice notes back and forward for a really, really long time. We had a really good chat. Oh my God, I think this has run out. We had a really good chat, and I basically said to her, because she was like, oh, would you ever consider like filming a video about breakups and like giving advice? And I was like, my initial reaction was like, no, like I don't really think I'd know what to say. And also I feel like every breakup is different, so it's really hard to like give advice to someone if you don't know their situation. But anyway, and we got chatting and she was like, you need to put all of this in a YouTube video. So that is kind of what I'm gonna do today. It's not, the whole video isn't gonna be just about that, but I am gonna touch on it a little bit, I think, just because she said that I really helped her, and the information that I kind of gave her and like advice that I gave her, she said it was really helpful and that she genuinely felt better after talking to me. And if I can make even just one other person feel that way, then it's worth filming a video about. So I should actually get up the conversation with her and tell you guys what I said. But the basic gist of it, I kind of said to her, like, obviously I went through a breakup. If you guys aren't aware, I went through a breakup about 2 months ago now. It was a 2-year-long relationship. We lived together, and yeah, we ended it in a really, really good place. Like the breakup was probably the smoothest, best breakup I've ever had. It was really amicable. We left it really, really friendly. We don't speak anymore, but we left it in a really good place, and it was like one of the smoothest breakups I've probably ever had. Obviously I was upset and there was like heartbreak and stuff involved, but yeah, that was kind of like the backstory of my breakup anyway. It ended, he moved out, I'm now on my own, and we haven't really spoken since. We've literally spoken like once or twice, but only for like stuff to do with the flat. So yeah, and I basically said to this girl, I said that it's really hard to give advice if you don't know the situation. And I think the reason why, oh, and I also said it's really hard to like judge how someone is doing off watching YouTube videos or like looking at Instagram. So I said to her, like, you might think that I'm like thriving and doing really, really well, but like in all honesty, that that's not always the truth. Like, yeah, of course I am okay most of the time, like it was like 2 months ago now, and I am fine. But like, obviously it's still sad, and you're gonna still have days where you feel really sad about it, and you're gonna get upset, and you're gonna cry, and you're gonna like wonder if it was the right decision, and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So I said to her, it's really hard to give advice when you don't know someone's like relationship, you don't know the reason they've broken up, because I know that some situations are so much harder. Like, I've been through breakups before because I've been like cheated on, or like other reasons that are also really horrible. That obviously is going to be much harder and much more emotional and much more sad and difficult to kind of get over, because with the relationship that I have just been in, it ended kind of mutually, and no one did anything wrong, no one cheated, nothing bad happened. We just decided that we just weren't to be together anymore. So I think that's why it probably seems like I'm fine, and like why it has been an easier breakup to kind of deal with, just because no one did anything wrong and there was no kind of like emotional hurt or anything there. It is obviously really sad, but yeah, that's kind of the reason why I probably was like more okay than I could have been if it was a different situation. But the advice that I gave to the girl, I just said like, take each day as it comes. She'd only really just like split up with her boyfriend, like their relationship had only just ended, so it was really, really fresh. And obviously like in the beginning you're gonna feel so upset. Like, I did spend the first few days just like at home crying. Like, I just wanted to be around my family, and I literally just like, yeah, you just are upset because you're going through a lot of emotions. And I think if that's how you feel, don't ever try and suppress that, like let that happen, because if you don't let it all out and you kind of try and hold it all in, it's only going to come out further down the line. So allow yourself to feel everything that you are feeling, and then once you're kind of over the initial shock of it, or the initial like upset, then you can start thinking a little bit more clearly. And obviously, again, it is still really hard, but you've just got to focus on yourself, which sounds so cliche, but you really do have to just look after yourself and put yourself first, and start doing things that are going to make you feel happy and kind of fill that little gap that you're feeling, and kind of mend that heartbreak. For me, the things that I kind of did was spend a lot of time with my friends and family. The girls from work were so supportive. I spent so much time venting to them at work and kind of planning things with them and doing things with them to make me feel better and to keep myself busy. That was one thing that was really important to me, because I was suddenly living alone and I just felt so lonely all of the time. And I just like, I'd hang out with someone for a whole day, and then as soon as I get back home, I'd instantly just feel so upset again, because you're gonna feel lonely, but you've got to get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. That's like one of the main things I've taken out of this, is that it's so important to feel uncomfortable, because once you start feeling uncomfortable a lot, you then get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and that can relate to so many different situations, not even just a relationship. Like, I did a few things to make myself feel uncomfortable, to like really push myself out my comfort zone, get some confidence back, and know that actually I don't need to be in a relationship. I don't need a person to make me better. I can just be that best version by myself. So I joined a gym, which for me was terrifying and something I would never do, but I made myself join the gym, and so far I'm absolutely loving it. I made myself drive like a really, really long drive to go on my friend's hen do. I was going to get the train, and I thought, no, I'm going to drive it, even though I've never really driven further than like an hour and a half, 2 hours before. I did like a 5-hour car journey by myself, which is like unheard of for me. And guess what? Nothing went wrong. I felt so good afterwards. I felt so confident, so proud of myself. And it's just about doing things that are going to give you a little serotonin boost, and just keep doing loads of them. Like, just do whatever makes you feel happy. I can't really remember what else I said to the girl. She asked me about like dating again and stuff like that, which is like a whole other topic. And I feel like, don't ever start dating again just for the sake of it. Only do it when you actually feel ready to meet someone. And I keep getting served TikToks at the moment that are so relevant, and I just love them, and it really is making me think a lot. But like, it's so important to date for the right reasons, and like to make, like, if you want to download dating apps and stuff like that, it's so important to only do it because you're ready to do it, and not because you just want attention. Like, we're all so guilty of it. Like, you feel lonely, so you're like, oh, I need some attention, or like if you haven't got anyone to be like texting or messaging, just like try and fill that void with messaging your friends. Like, it is not healthy to just start messaging boys because you feel like you need to be messaging someone each evening, otherwise you feel like you've got no purpose. And it's so easy, we literally all do it. Like, I'm guilty of doing that in the past, but I really tried not to this time, because I just think it's just the healthiest way to get over someone and to heal from a breakup is really, sounds so cliche, but it is just to make yourself the best version of yourself, so that when you do finally meet someone else, you are a whole person, they are a whole person, and you're coming together and you can have this amazing relationship. If you start relying on someone else for your happiness, then as soon as that person is taken away from you, then you're not happy, and that's just not something you want to be doing. Like, you just don't want to be relying on someone else to feel happy, and you've just got to learn to feel happy on your own. That personally is what I believe anyway. Obviously each to their own, and if you do just want to go out and start dating straight away, then absolutely do that if it's going to make you happy, but just think about it in the long run and just like really make sure it is what you want to do. But apart from that, I feel like that was kind of the main things that I said to her. I've probably forgotten some things. If I do remember anything else, I'll pop it in the comments. Or if you guys have any questions, like, I am happy to talk about breakups and relationships and stuff, so do just leave me a comment down below and let me know if you've got anything you want to ask specifically. Or if you're going through a breakup and you're having a tough time, like, send me a message on Instagram. I'm super happy to like be a shoulder to cry on, just be someone to talk to. And I think it is quite refreshing as well sometimes to talk to someone that you don't actually know personally about these things, because they don't know you, they don't know your relationship, they don't know your partner, and it's kind of easier to just give like perspective on it, and to just get other people's perspective. That is another thing actually, like, obviously you want to talk to people when you're going through a breakup and take in all of their advice, but just remember, ultimately, like, it's down to you. It's your life, it's your situation, your relationship. So just, just surround yourself with people that you love and people that you trust, and I promise you, you will get through it. Like, we've all been through breakups before. Like, well, maybe you haven't, maybe this is your first breakup. You will get through it. Like, time is the biggest healer, and oh my God, I've just spilled powder all over myself. Yeah, time is the biggest healer. It honestly is, and it's so annoying because when you're in that situation, you are just looking for that quick fix or something to just make you feel better in the moment. And yeah, you can kind of do things to give you a quick little serotonin boost, but nothing's ultimately going to heal you if it's quick. Like, healing takes time, and getting over someone takes time. I would also say, again, it completely depends on your situation and your scenario, but if you're in a situation where you are just so heartbroken, or maybe someone's cheated, or like you really still want to be with that person or whatever, you can always like delete them on social media, and remove them from that if you think not seeing their stuff would benefit you. Like, if you're going to get really upset if you see every time they post, or it's a bit like of a toxic thing, then maybe avoid that and just remove them from social media so that you can't do it, because you'll only sit at home and just like self-sabotage and just sit and look at their profile, and that is just not a good place to be in. Like, it's a waste of your time, because one day I promise you will look back and think, oh my God, I wasted so much time like stalking him, or like stalking a new girl, or like checking that he's not followed someone new, or like you will just waste your time doing it, and in years to come you honestly will look back and be like, why the hell did I do that? I wasted so much time when I could have just been focusing on myself, ready for the next relationship. Or not even that, if you don't want to be in a relationship, like just focusing on yourself and putting your time and energy into you, because ultimately you are the person that you have to live your life with, and if you don't focus time and attention on yourself, then no one else is gonna. So cheers to that, girlies. That wine is very strong. Right, I've lost my bronzer. Found it. Right, I probably should have been talking you guys through products, shouldn't I? So initially I mixed these two, It Cosmetics CC Cream and 17 Second Skin Foundation. I then used the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer and the Glossier Concealer. And then I used the 17 powder, which I spilt all over my floor. I'm now using the 17 bronzer. Honestly, if 17 want to sponsor me, get in touch, because it's literally all I use. I absolutely love it. It is the most affordable makeup brand ever. You get it in Boots if you guys don't know about it, and it's just amazing. Like honestly, half of my makeup products are from 17 now. They're just all so good and so cheap, and I just love it. I've actually got a new outfit for tonight, guys, which is exciting. I went into town this morning and just thought, you know what, I've got nothing I really want to wear, so I'm gonna get something new. And that is what I did. I went and got myself a little new outfit. Hopefully I like it when I try it on. I did try it on in the shop, but things are always different in the shop, aren't they, to when you actually get them home. Might actually do a little Q&A soon for you guys, because I feel like, although I've spoken in this video a little bit about more like breakup advice, I haven't really spoken about the actual situation because I don't really need to, but I feel like I haven't had a proper catch up with you guys in ages, and I feel like there's probably stuff that we could catch up about, or like you don't know about what's going on in my life lately. So if you've got any questions for a Q&A, leave them down below. Maybe specify if they're for a Q&A or for me to answer in the comments, because I'll get confused. But yeah, let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Might do one of my classic little Starbucks drive-through videos where I do a little Q&A. That could be quite fun, couldn't it? I feel like I'm gonna be ready so early. Like it's literally, I don't actually know what time it is. I think it's about 4:30. No, 5 o'clock. I'm not actually going out until 7, but I really wanted to just get this video filmed. Stunning. Oh, I've just used the Dallas Benefit blusher. Now I need some highlighter. What highlighter am I gonna use? Anyway, how have you guys been? What have you been getting up to? I hope you're all good. Right, I'm gonna do a little bit of liquid highlighter. I'm hoping to get a little Instagram pic tonight, I'm not gonna lie to you, so I'm really trying my best with the old makeup. Today is the first day in a little while that it's been really sunny, and it is honestly gorgeous outside. I'm kind of hoping that it lasts all evening, and then when we go out this evening, we can go for some dinner and then maybe go to like a little rooftop bar and have some drinks. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? We're going to Hubbox, which is just like a burger place. We wanted to go somewhere a little bit more fancy, but we really struggled to find somewhere last minute, and also I don't know, like Exeter where I live is just, it's really lacking, I'm not gonna lie. We really struggled to just think of anywhere that we really wanted to go. So I don't know. Oh, I also got some sad news, guys. My best friend Jodie, who you guys won't know, she wouldn't want to be on my YouTube channel. She really hates like social media and stuff, so she won't even see this video. But yeah, my best friend Jodie has just moved away. She's just moved to Brighton, which is really sad for me, but incredibly exciting for her. I'm literally so jealous, and I'm so happy for her. Her and her boyfriend literally just up and moved to Brighton, and I just love it. Like, I'm gonna go and see them soon. We're just currently trying to arrange a date where I can go up there and stay with them. And if you guys have watched my channel for a while, you will know that Brighton is literally my favourite place in the world. I just love it, and it's like the one place that I would actually really love to live. Sorry about that, guys. We've probably just moved a bit because my camera ran out of memory, so I've just had to delete some footage, like old footage. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, my best friend's just moved to Brighton, and I am going to be going up there to visit her soon, which is so exciting. I just love Brighton so much. I don't know what it is. I've always loved it. I feel like it's from being a teenager and watching like all of the big YouTubers like Zoe and Alfie and all of that. They all used to live, well, still do, but they all seemed to just live in Brighton. And I think from then, it's just been like in my head that I want to live there. It's like almost like a childhood thing. I don't know, but I've just always said that it's just one of those places that I need to live. I need to tick it off my list, and I have to live there at some point. Like, it's just a little goal of mine. I also really, really want to travel more this year. I know I probably say this every year, and I feel like everyone says this, but I'm really like determined to get some holidays booked. And oh, this is another exciting thing. I also really want to go on holiday by myself. So if you've got any recommendations or any advice for me, if you've like solo traveled or like gone on holiday by yourself, just like, yeah, I need recommendations and advice, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite scared. I've never, like, I've gone away on like staycations, well, one staycation. I went to Bath a few years ago on my own, and I had a really nice time, but I really want to go abroad. Like, I've never been on an airplane by myself, and for me, that's just something that I really want to achieve. Like, it's just one of the things I just really want to do. So I'm gonna do that hopefully this summer. I'm just thinking of locations. I'm thinking maybe just somewhere nice and near, like Spain or Greece, or I don't know, somewhere simple, quick flight, and just like stay for maybe like 3 or 4 days, and just like get a little Airbnb by the beach, and like wake up in the morning and go for a swim in the sea, and then go for some lunch by myself, and then read my book and sunbathe, and then explore, and then go out for dinner and have a glass of wine by the beach. Like, oh, I don't know, I need to do it. I really just want to do it. It's got to be done this year. I have to do it this summer, because I just keep thinking, if I don't do it and I put it off, like, one day I won't be single, and then I'll be expected to go on holiday with my boyfriend and not on my own. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I need to enjoy this time as much as I can being single, and like really soak it up. That's another thing I keep seeing TikToks about. I keep seeing TikToks that are saying like, this could be the last time in your life that you're ever single, like, and you need to just soak it up and like really appreciate it, and just like enjoy being by yourself, because these moments are precious, and they're not going to be here forever. One day you probably will be back in another relationship, and then you're not going to get the freedom that you've got now, or the space or the time to just like focus on yourself. So yeah, I feel that deep, and I really want to just like grab the horn by the, what's the saying? Grab the horn by both hands or something. Is that it? I don't have a clue. I feel like my camera's gonna die, guys. I did actually charge it before filming this, but I'm chatting so much, I'm just like not really getting ready very quickly. I might actually turn the camera off and then just show you guys the finished look. I think we're gonna do that. So I'm having a little bit of a crisis. I've got my outfit on. I've got on this like, let me show you. I've got this little bodysuit on from Zara, which is quite cute, and then little black skirt and black boots. So it's quite a fun little vibe. I'm then gonna put like a black leather jacket on, like a leather blazer. And I had in my head that I really wanted to do these little plaits at the front of my head, right? But I feel like now I've done them, I don't know if I like them. I think I might look back at photos and be like, what was I doing? I don't know if it's a vibe. I don't think it is. I think it would work if your hair was all one length, but because I've got like shorter bits at the front, it doesn't really work. This is my makeup though, by the way. I'm very happy with my makeup. I feel like my makeup's gone well, but maybe I'll do hair up actually, in like a little slick back ponytail. That could work. I feel like I'm just gonna get annoyed if I have my hair down. Oh, I don't know, I wanted to do little plaits, but I don't think they look right. Anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready now, guys, but I really hope you enjoyed this little video. Like I said before, if you've got any questions for either a Q&A or just like general questions, leave them down below and I will be more than happy to answer them. Thank you for watching, I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye. Just realised my tag was there the whole time. Oh, excuse me.